Hi everyone. This week's resource for time management is a weekly time audit. And if you've looked at most of my courses, when I talk about managing your time, being more productive, doing a time audit is something that I genuinely tell you to do, because in order to be able to adequately plan your time so that you can be productive and efficient with what you're doing, you need to know where you're currently spending your time. In my workbooks, I usually give you a worksheet that you can, write down your, hours of the day in 15-minute or 30-minute chunks. This is a Google Sheet. The link I've given you should, when you click it, ask you to make a copy. So would you like to make a copy? If by some chance the link is messed up, which sometimes happens, and it automatically opens up to this, please go up to File and then Make a Copy. It will look exactly the same, except it will say Copy of Productivity and Energy Time Audit. And then you can rename it whatever you would like to name it. That way it's not messing with the original. I've had some tech issues lately with getting links to share correctly. So make sure that you have a copy. If it prompts you to make a copy at the very beginning, you're fine. You can go ahead and go from there. You can go ahead and change the date. So if you click up here, you can change the date to start whatever week you would like to start. And then for each day of the week, you can go in and you write the activity, and you don't have to include, like if you're not getting up at 5 a.m., you can start at whatever time you do get up. So I can start at 7:30. That's usually when I get up in the morning. But you write what the activity is. And so if you're driving kids places, you put that there. And then you put in what category. Is it work or is it personal? Well, I'm driving kids around, it's personal. And then in this category here, this is about how much energy you currently have when you're doing this task. A 1 is great energy, 2 is meh energy. Like, I can do it, but, it's not great. And then 3 is low energy, like your butt is dragging, you're having a hard time getting it done. So for me, 5 a.m. any day of the week, that's always going to be a 3. And you'll see that when you put that number in, it's going to highlight it and let you know where your low energy is. The nice thing about a spreadsheet is when you have something that lasts longer than 15 minutes, you can just drag it. And that will be there. And then that same thing goes for the number. You can just drag it. Now it all gets highlighted that way. This you can't drag. You would have to click each of these. And then you mark whether or not you were being productive for each of these. And let's say then, okay, now I'm at work and now I'm going to do emails. And emails are super easy. I'm awake now. It's 6 a.m. That's work. I'm being productive. And again, maybe email takes me a half an hour. So you'll see that when I start adjusting things, it tells you how many hours, like what your breakdown is, how many low energy hours, how many hours you have great energy, what are your total productive hours. Oh, I didn't click that one. So now I'm up to 1.5 hours of being productive. And so you just do this for every single day of the week. And when you get the entire chart filled in, and you can see it goes all the way back to the morning time, you only have to fill in the hours that you have. And when you do that, you should be able to start seeing patterns. You want to be able to take wherever you have that great energy chunks of time, and you want to be able to utilize that time for your most important tasks. And having the most important tasks in those time means that they will be done faster, they will be done efficiently, and they will be off your plate, so that when you have less energy, you can do the tasks that require less of you. So it's really about learning what works best for you and where your time is going so that you can adjust it appropriately to be both efficient and effective in what you're doing.